Welcome to the Sandro channel. Make sure that you subscribe. Hi folks, Sandro here with more cartoon news and shenanigans, and today I got an awesome update video for you guys, and it's all thanks to one of my subscribers, Johnny Marrero. Thank you so much for this idea and topic. And yeah, it is an update to one of my older videos. You guys might remember I did this video just a few months ago in the summer when the D23 Expo was going on. We got this. Spider-Man Freshman Year is an upcoming cartoon, and boy, oh boy, I do like the look of it. You know, it looks like it's straight out of a comic book, right? Like, I do love the style here. What I don't like is when Disney goes full woke and broke, changing all of their classic characters. And in this case, we got Harry and Norman Osborne, who are no longer white. They are going to be black in this show. And you can see this character right here. You're probably like, who's this black guy? That's Harry. That's Spider-Man's best friend, Harry, apparently now. So yeah, that is happening. You know, Disney and their woke Olympics here, always making some woke bullshit because we can't just have the classic characters anymore. And by the way, this is apparently canon to the MCU, but we now know it is not taking place in the original Spider-Man timeline, so it's not going to be taking place. In this video, I was theorizing, like, where's this take place? Between Spider-Man, like, Homecoming, or, you know, where does this take place exactly? And it turns out, no, it doesn't take place in the MCU that we know of Spider-Man. It takes place in a different universe, a different multiverse. So this is a new Peter Parker, and this is a new Harry Osborne. And all the other characters, I think in the background, like maybe the bully Flash might be there, or whatever his name was. Is it Flash Thompson, the bully of Spider-Man? I can't remember off the top of my head. I thought that was his name. But, oh, this guy right here, I think this might be Flash here. So yeah, we're changing up all the characters once again because in the MCU, making MJ into a brown person of color instead of a redhead wasn't enough for them. They're like, fuck it, we got to change every character. At this point, I'm surprised they didn't just replace Peter with Miles outright, you know? So woke Disney being woke Disney. But we do have the update today. Let's get right into it. I feel like I rambled on here. So what I said back then was that basically we're going to be getting Spider-Man Freshman Year. It's going to be getting 2 seasons right off the bat, even though the show isn't even airing yet. This show is supposed to launch in 2024. So you see here, it's coming sometimes in 2024. We were supposed to get 2 seasons. And also, the craziest thing, before the show even came out, before it already had 2 seasons and a follow-up show. Look at this. Also, not only are we getting Spider-Man Freshman Year, we're also getting a sequel series called Spider-Man Softmore Year, despite the first show being years away, XD. And that looks like it could no longer be the case, folks. Disney Plus to cancel the 2nd season of Spider-Man Freshman Year, ? So this is on binge.com. They're posing the question like, hey guys, this actually might not be canceled after all. And apparently there was a media report that suggested it. So as media reports, Disney Plus may cancel the 2nd season of the show Spider-Man Freshman Year that was announced in the Comic-Con. So again, the show hasn't come out yet, already got 2 seasons. This is similar to what HBO Max is doing with Clone High, one of my favorite shows, Clone High. The show already got 2 seasons, even though it hasn't come out yet, so it's crazy. A lot of shows are doing this nowadays, where it's like, we haven't even seen what the show is going to look like. We don't even know if people are going to like it, and they're already doing 2 seasons. So it's becoming more and more commonplace. With this, stuff like this usually didn't happen very often. Or if it did, they would get like multiple seasons. They'd get like a season 2, 3, or 4, you know, they'd get like season 3, 4, or 5 all at once, and they would usually shorten them down or something as they unwinded for the end of the series, right? And Disney is notoriously known for never going past like 2, 3, 4 seasons in a lot of their Disney cartoons. I think like Kim Possible was like the first one to ever make it to like 4 or 5 seasons. So that was pretty crazy back in the day with Kim Possible being the first to like break the mold. But yeah, Disney cartoons do not last. I'll tell you that much. But anyways, let's keep going here. So, but Marvel Animation is having some problems with some shows. The studio does not want to risk the business by giving a green light to follow-up seasons without first seeing how well the show is received. Which is just baffling. Again, you gave the show 2 seasons and a follow-up show. We haven't seen it yet. So I've never quite seen something like this. This is like a 1 in a million scenario when it comes to cartoons. Just like, let's give it a fucking follow-up show and a new season. even though it hasn't even aired. So Freshman Show was not planned to be released until 2024. The story of the show will be taking place somewhere in the multiverse. See, like I said, if you go back and watch that video, I was just showcasing you guys there where I first talk about this. I was like speculating, like apparently it was canon to the MCU. So I'm like, where the fuck does this take place? After I was speculating it takes place after the Vulture in Spider-Man, the first one there, Homecoming, I believe that one was called, right? Yeah, the first Spider-Man of the MCU. So right after the Vulture goes to jail, that's where I was like scaling where this thing could be. But no, it turns out, no, screw it. It's just in another multiverse. And it may add up to the extended story of the multiverse saga. As the story expands further, this makes... So yeah, we might just see this comic Peter, this new Peter Parker that's more comical with glasses. Yeah, I don't think... Does our Peter wear glasses in the MCU? I don't think so, right? We might be getting this Peter, right, with the glasses here. I do like the look. I gotta say, I do like the look. But yeah, so I don't mind having this Peter, but like I just want the storytelling to be good. I want the show to be good. So it made that up to the extended story. As the story expands further, the makers have to be more selective because the plot gets more complex. Yeah, and this is a part of me just says, scrap the MCU. Like, don't attach this to the MCU. Scrap that idea. Just make this its own Why not just make this a fresh new Spider-Man show? And then you don't have to follow the canon. You could make things up as you go along. Like, I don't understand it, guys. It's just a money grab from Marvel. They're milking the MCU to death. It's shocking. That's why the audience reaction for the show is so important. There was a huge departure from of the employees from Spider-Man Freshman Year. Spider-Man Sophmore Year is in doubts. See, so this might not be happening at all now, and there's a high probability that it will be canceled. So the sequel series to the series we haven't even seen yet, it's gone. It's probably gone. There's a very high chance. The new animated show Spider-Man Freshman Year was announced to have a second season in the Comic-Con, but there's still confusion about the premiere of the show. Freshman Year will tell Peter Parker's story in the high school years and is expected to premiere 2024 exclusively on Disney+. There will be the requirement of huge support from fans to make the franchise continue, and it is Spider-Man, guys. Don't forget, Spider-Man is like, I think he's either number 1 or number 2 next to Batman and Superman for the most profitable superhero. This is a character that brings in like $4 billion a year alone. So I could see this show continuing and getting more. Sadly, no other. I kind of wanted some people to comment and read some comments there, but nobody commented yet. This is a pretty fresh article, just a few days ago, and yeah, that's kind of sad to hear that. You know, I do like more cartoons. Whenever we get more cartoons, I love them. But I do understand they're very costly, and Disney's out here like, yeah, we got to test the waters before we go ape shit bananas, giving this like a sequel show and a second season. And I guess it's a very smart play. That's what I'll say. And this did happen before Bob Chapek got fired. So this is not from Bob Iger. This is from Bob Chapek's tenure as CEO. So he was saying like, yeah, you know, maybe it's not the best idea to just go bananas. And I do want to hear your guys' opinion. Like, what were they thinking here? You know, Spider-Man is the biggest character ever. We're just going to make like new seasons, new shows. Hasn't even happened yet. Screw it. We'll just go all in. Let me know. Like, do you think Disney is? Do you think Disney is going to release the second season? Do you think the show is getting a season 2? Do you think the Sophmore Year show, which looks like it might be scrapped, will that actually happen? I want to hear all your comments in the comment section below. Again, thank you to Johnny Morero for this topic suggestion. I really appreciate that, my man. And yeah, I look forward to what your guys' thoughts are. And I do want to know your thoughts on the Black. There he is, football playing. He plays football, I guess. He's just a superstar. Harry Osborne. Let me know what you guys think about them making Harry Osborne black. I'm just sick of this woke shit from Disney, guys. We've seen this like even recently. Oh, not that one. Hold on, this one. They recently came out with this like woke character called the Sun Spider, where it's a lesbian in a wheelchair that fights with. She literally shoots webbing out of her crutches, folks. You can't make this shit up. Like. like oh my god, like how much do you want to appeal? Like, this is insane levels of like wokeness. Like, I've never seen something to this degree with the Sun Spider character. I wouldn't be surprised if they end up making a movie on her, because of course she's a lesbian. We got to have 10 million lesbian movies. And yeah, it's just it's getting to be too much. Like, if you wanted to have like one or two gay characters, I'd understand. But like half the characters in Marvel Comics these days, are more than half, like 60% of them are either gay or trans or some shit. So I'm just truly getting sick of this shit. And I'm hoping that we don't ever get a movie of this character, and this character doesn't appear in the new Spider-Man freshman year. We can only hope, folks. We can only hope. But that's going to be the end of the video. I want to hear all your thoughts down below. Please like, please share, please subscribe. And why not watch an ad for your boy Sandro? Thank you guys so much. Peace out. Have a great evening.